Hello mga palangga. So as promised, nagbabalik ako. Pero bago natin isiwalat, bago natin maisiwalat ang turkey extraction interview natin kay distressed mother, Sheena. Akala ko lipstick. Kumain kasi ako. Gusto ko lang sabihan yung ating mga fellow fighters para sa bayan at yung mga sumusuporta kay PRRD, sa mga Duterte na nagmamahal. Mag-ingat po kayo kasi na minsan mag-ingat kayo umattend sa mga grupo kasi may nakarating sa akin na yung mga bangag supporters not only in the Philippines pero sa mga ibang bansa. I'm not sure kung saan-saan, pero ito ay pahibalo lang bala sa inyo na mag-ingat kayo sa mga nag-organized kasi may gumagamit ng ating movement to show support and protect kay PRRD. So mag-ingat po kayo, kilalanin muna ninyo yung mga organizers. Huwag niyong bigay sa inyo mga information or gamitin kayo for money purposes or whatever. So mag-ingat lang kayo. Pero okay, here we go. Gusto ko lang isabihin sa inyo, itong interview na to long overdue na. At nung in-interview ko po si Sheena, ito may mukha na siya yung magkakwento sa nangyari sa kanya, kung paano in-extract or kinidnap ang kanyang anak illegally gamit ang kapangyarihan ng gobyerno sa pakikipagsabwatan ni Satanas ni Marcos Jr. at ang mga tiwali. Ulitin ko, pasensya niyo na yung boses ko kasi 2:48 AM na po dito sa The Hague, Netherlands. At gusto ko mag-disclaimer na nung in-interview ko po, itong interview na to, Pebrero 14, last month, Feb 14, 2025, nung ako ay pumunta sa Belgium para talagang yung purpose ko, ma-meet ko si distressed mother, si Sheena, para siya yung magkwento sa inyo kung ano yung nangyari sa kanya na panggigipit ng gobyernong Pangag. At nung in-interview ko siya, medyo bilog pa yung mukha ko. And also, may sakit po ako. So I'm not in my 100% maharlika thing nung in-interview ko siya. Kasi ang sama-sama na ng pakiramdam ko dito. So kung mayroon nun kayong comment, okay lang yun. Pero don't worry. After this interview, na tape, since Feb 14, ay interviewin ko siya ng live na magkasama kami. Real time. Okay na, ito na. Dali na natin si Sheena. Okay. Magandang araw, Pilipinas. So, finally, nandito ako sa Belgium kasama si aka Distressed Mother, Sheena Makapinig. Ayan, finally na-meet na po natin siya. At makakapanayam natin siya ngayon at siya na magkakwento sa pagigipit ng Marcos government at syempre ni Lisa at ang kanyang ex-partner. Hi Sheena, so thank you at napaunlakan mo ko at finally nag-meet na tayo. Grabe, you know what, talagang from whistleblower na concern sa iyong case o sa nangyari sa'yo. And now we're here, we're together. So, kumusta ka naman dito sa Belgium?
Oh, it's been a very long journey, challenging journey for me. Being here in Belgium is a miracle. For me, this is my second life and my children's life. We are protected here in Belgium. We are quite okay, very well, and we are integrating. My children have integrated as well to the school. Kailangan ko magsalita ng Tagalog.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So, kasi dito sa Belgium, lahat ng mga tao, majority, lalo na sa Flemish area, the Dutch speaking, they all speak English and we communicate in English. But nag-aaral din ako ng Dutch. Mga anak ko, they speak very good in Dutch na. No? Which I'm very happy. It distracts them through their education.
So, Sheena, today, gusto ko ikaw yung magkwento sa ating mga kababayan kung ano yung nangyari sa'yo. Dahil may mga pinakita ko, mga videos kung paano kayo gipitin ng gobyerno ng Pilipinas doon sa Turkey through that fabricated documents or crime. Tama ba? So, pwede mong ikwento sa ating mga kababayan, paano ba talaga nagsimula itong ginawa sa'yo ni Francis Chua, ang iyong former partner, at involved ang gobyerno, lalo na si Lisa Marcos at ang Marcos administration?
Alam nyo, pardon me pag may ilang moments na medyo maiyak pa din ako hanggang ngayon. Kasi, of course, no, gusto natin mag-move on, no? Mag-move forward, mag-build ng new life again. Pero minsan you are confronted of, naaalala mo uli yung pangyayari. I think sa panahon ngayon, I'm emotionally ready na. Psychologically ready na din. Patuloy pa din ang ating laban, no? So paano ba nagsimula ang lahat ng ito?
Yeah.
Yung ex-partner ko na si Francis Lloyd T. Chua, we've been together since 2009. Like any other relationship, may mga problema din sa relasyon. That's very private. Normally, we are very private persons, you know. Lagi ako logical and rational when it comes to, lalo na because I'm a mother of 4 children. Pero hindi kami kasal ni Francis legally, okay? But we work together in one company. I work for him sa construction. I help him because I'm an auditor and syempre,
Sa company.
sa company,
Francis
yes.
Lloyd
Yeah.
T. Chua.
Yeah, okay. So, anyway, ako personally, kaya ko naman i-set aside yung private issues namin ni Francis. Magampanan ko lang yung aking role as a mother, bilang ina sa aking mga anak. Siyempre, as you can see, malaking kumpanya ang kay Francis. Malaki din at malawak din ang kanyang impluwensya sa sistema natin sa Pilipinas. Ayokong galawin yan. Quiet lang talaga ako because I don't want to endanger my life at yung mga anak ko. Pero winawarn ko na yan si Francis dati-rati pa na i-stop na namin itong gantong business. No?
When you say, sa-stop na namin yung gantong business, ano bang business yun? Na bakit kailangan i-stop if this is a legitimate business?
Well, sa sistema natin sa Pilipinas, may mga bribery talaga. Okay? Kahit para sa akin, kahit sino man nga ang maupo, kahit matino nga ang maupo, galing from the driver and security guard, talagang talamak yung ating bribery.
Yeah.
Ganun ang sistema sa atin. I always say that sistema. And tsaka, it's tayo ordinary citizen, no? Bilang Pilipino, honestly, wala tayong magawa. Okay?
Yeah.
No? Kundi patuloy ang ating faith. Sana naman, no, na magkaroon tayo ng napaka strong
economy.
Yeah, economy at leader. Yeah. Sa totoo lang, if I have to be honest, at saka alam din ni Francis yan dati, during Duterte time, marami talagang takot, lalo na yung gumagawa ng mali. Yes.
So,
Yeah.
ibig ko bang sabihin, so yung business ni Francis na part ka before, involved sa bribery, pag-bribe sa mga government officials and contractors, something like that?
Yes. Well, as I'm working to his company, nakikita namin ang sistema. Wala kaming choice, yeah, or si Francis, kundi gampanan ang sistema. Otherwise, hindi kami maka-receive ng projects, no? Or hindi siya makipag-deal. Ganun ang laro sa sistema. You really have to pay, or meron talagang mga certain commissions from any level of in the politics, in fact. Yes. So, for me, as ordinary citizen, natatakot ako. Okay? Natatakot ako kasi, ano ba ang laban ko? Hindi kaya ako tulad sa kanila. Bisaya ko, no? I try to speak Tagalog.
Yeah, I can speak Tagalog.
Yeah, oo. Kanang, adlok kaayo jud ko sa tanan. Ingnan na ako siya. Pero ingon siya na ako, we will stop na daw 2017.
Yung illegal business.
Sa construction. Kasi heavily dealing with the government projects. So, okay. But I told him, no, katong nagbulag na may, I remember 2016, I went to psychologist kay kanam. Gikulata man ko anak niya 2016. That was sinulog in January. Kanang kuha na si Francis, grabe ka siloso na siya kanang bisag unsa na lang, like ako maganin na siyang gider nga ako pa nimo mag-hide kag somebody nga mag-follow jud na ako bisag asa kay ang answer pick up lang jud, no? Kaya wala jud kayo makuha sa ako. Okay? So anyway, so nahitabo ng 2016 ang gigipit ni Francis sa ako, and my children was only 2, 3, 4 and 6 years old at the time. And then gamay pa kayo akong anak ato 2 years old pa jud. So I have to prioritize my children. And pero i-try na ko work out ang among relasyon for 1 year, right? Kani private na niya.
Yeah.
1 year, 2016. But after the 1 year of therapy, na-realize na ako nga dili ko responsible to change him. And na-realize na ako na nga ang true love jud ay nako akong mga anak. And sa kang Francis, di jud na nako siya ma-change. Wala niya gitupad ang iyang promise nga 2017 i-stop na namo ang business. Oo. So kanang hadlok pa ko kay yes, dagano ba ang balita,
Yeah.
We are not legally married normally, di ko mahadlok, no, but still kay aga-work ko sa iyang company, no. And then I told him nga magwag na 2017 because okay, this is very private already. Nga kanang it's not right, it's not fair nga kanang dili na nako siya love.
Okay.
And then mag-continue gyapon na ang relationship. But he said to me, no, your love will come back. Nahadlok na sad ko. Nahadlok na sad ko kay basig makulatahan na sad ko. Magsige ko og refuse.
Yeah.
So magsige ko pray, mag-hope nga may tang makakita na siya laing babae. Oy nga ma-in love siya sa laing babae. And in fact, niabot pa gani ang point nga nitabang na gani ko o pangita og candidate for him. Oo, para maka-move on gani siya. Pero okay, we are adults. This is our decision. Being as a parent is another dimension of our role in our life as a parent and as a partner, intimate partner, no? And even as a business person, you are also different. You play a certain role. Yes, yeah, as a businesswoman, as a mother, as an intimate partner, and even as a child. Okay, but why? Ngano yung nahitabo man in 2022. At the beginning, wala dyan ko ka-gets. Nganong iya guning gibuhat tanan. And di dyan ko ka-gets, just for the sake of the kids, nga iya ning buhaton, I'm not convinced to that. One, dili good siya close sa akong mga anak or sa among anak. Kaya wala man siya time sa mga bata. No, busy man kaayo siya sa business. Mo man na iyang priority. Which makasabot ko sa iya ha. Pero may lang na-delegate sa iya. Me at the same time, ka-work ko sa iyang company, ka-build sa ko og laing company, no? Na on the side para if mohunong na ang construction company, we continue on a private business nga wala na gani involved in the government.
Yeah.
Yes. Kaya mas para na peace of mind. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not hypocrites. I am aware, And then I mean, this exists. This kind of system exists in this world. Pero tungod kay ordinary citizen man ta, we silent ourselves. Yes. Karon, kung gigipit na ko nila in 2022, it was for me it was destined nga mabaw-an nako ang truth nga ilang gibalak buhaton nako.
Noong 2022.
Oo. We were already in Istanbul. Okay. How we got to Istanbul?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
my point. Yeah.
How we got to Istanbul? Well, at the beginning, towards the end of 2019 and early 2020, before COVID, Francis has been telling me nga, well, I know already nga na siya death threats because he has to hire bodyguards and has to have to ride on a bulletproof cars. Yes. Okay. Yung sila, ana pa sila nga kanang normal man na sa businessman. I was like, naamang gani uban nga senator diha nga in fact sila pa ang I think endanger ang life, no? Wala man gani na siya bodyguard o di man gani siya mag-ride o bulletproof car. Believe kaayo ko. Yeah. And then kanang suddenly ingon siya, Shina, we need to have another passport.
Sabi niya.
Oo. Magkuha daw may another citizenship and passport. It's a golden visa. We spoke already with, di lang na ako i-mention ang company in this live. Kung kinsa nga company nga among ika-istorya to help us for the golden visa.
Yeah.
So we but in my book I will mention it. Yeah. So we explore Australia, explore Canada, but it takes 5 years before we will get our passport. So that's not an option. We also explore Portugal the same. It's 5 years. We explore Spain. It's 2 years. Kasi Philippines, there's an agreement between ang countries that are being colonized by Spanish. Like after a year, you can already apply for citizenship.
Yes. My question is, bakit kukuha kayo ng ibang citizenship? For what reason?
To escape.
Escape.
Yeah.
Kasama siya.
Yes. It's
Escape,
normally
or escape from the
death
Philippines.
threats.
Death threats.
Yeah.
So kasi marami siyang death threats.
Yes, marami siyang death threats yun. Even ako makareceive mga ganito
Okay.
minsan. Pero but towards the end of 2019, saka pa na siya, nagtugan na ako nga na then of course. So, and we explore Cyprus.
Yeah.
Cyprus normally would be the perfect choice because 6 months lang you become a citizen, you have your passport already. But it's a huge amount of money. It's 1.5 million euros for an investment as a family package. Ang problema, dili siya appeal because we are not married. Only me and my 4
Mga
kids.
bata lang, yeah.
So ginapush na sa niya, Shina, anong di na lang man ta mag-menu for the sake of the kids?
Okay.
And I said to him, no. For me, kanang wala ko nag-menu because I wanted to marry nga to the man that I love, I truly love. Because this is also a reflection I'd like to show to my kids. As my husband, or my children would respect that too.
Yeah.
But not necessarily it's Francis.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay, it will be very painful or hurtful for you, Francis, that I came now to public, and then when I came out to the media now. I'm so sorry. I wish we could have had this civil conversation before, but I tried. I did warn you in 2022 kung iipit ko ninyo maayo in Istanbul. And I really thought there in Istanbul mamatay na ko. Okay. But okay. Anyhow, so ingon siya na ko, iya kong gi-threatened because my firstborn child is not his child. Yes. Okay, but ing siya kana ko, nanong dili nimo tawagan ang papa sa imuhang first child? And ko, what? I was like, why? Because, kanang tao, including ng mga nag-death threat sa iya, thought that is his firstborn child. So, ako naman, ako, how cruel could, my God, my son, okay, my son will not be fully protected. Kaya dili man niyang anak, no? And in the Chinese family, when you have an enemy, you know, the first child, no, the firstborn child is very crucial. Yeah. They will have it killed or threatened to kill because in the Chinese community, the first child is important.
Yeah.
Yes, the firstborn child, especially a son. Yeah.
So bakit gusto niyang i-kontakin yung father niya?
It was just out kanang kuan, di-threaten ko niya, you know, para i-prove sa ako ba nga, di ko worried for his 3 children because the people thought that the my firstborn child is his.
Yeah.
But in fact, it's not. It's no longer a secret also to my children. I told them about this too. But okay, nganong sa Istanbul, nganong nahitabo na, nganong naatumi sa Istanbul. Because of that, naningkamot ko, makakonect ko og projects in my field, no? O contract with a doctor, no? It's a Swiss doctor, no? Na hoping I could get a residency because I do not have 1.5 million to invest for us to get the passports. And he is delaying it in a way, okay? Gusto siya nga mag-minyo me para one package lang me. Okay? But okay. Fast forward, finally, naabot mi sa Istanbul. It was not yet a plan for me to escape, no? I'm not ready, really. Did you go ready?
Pumunta ka sa Istanbul for what?
Normally, I have a meeting there. Yes,
Business meeting.
yeah, a business meeting. But because due to COVID, yeah, but we have to stay there. The classes back then were still online. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not in a campus. So for me, it's practical that I would enroll them in a Turkish private school. And I told him also, and I think this is a nice baby step, you know, for us to get a legal residency, you know, to keep safe my children. Okay, you don't want to invest anymore for the golden visa because we have also a crisis financially at that time already. Okay, COVID pa yan, no? There's no enough money for funds. Okay, so I'm being creative. Okay, then makipag-contract ko as advisory board advisory here abroad in Dubai. Yeah. Karon, at that time in Dubai normally, no? Pero kaya naipit naman ko sa Turkey, I could not do that anymore.
So, okay, translate ko na lang palangga. Sorry kasi dahil nga I'm not feeling well during that time, hindi ko na i-suggest kay Sheena na mag-Tagalog siya. Review po yan, pero sige, try kong i-translate yung mga ibang in Bisaya.
So, we fast forward, we got our residency. At the beginning, I was scammed, yes. You know, the issuan ko fake residency, but we were not able to use it because I found out quick, yes. So then I do it all the process from zero. I even include my son. Please write down first step. What's the first step? What are the requirements for applying for a residency? It's not easy. It's not easy. We got our residency after 6 months now. Yes, pero nag-apply me. Okay. But then,
the reason why gusto mong kumuha ng residency sa Turkey kasi ayaw mo nang bumalik sa Pilipinas, tama?
Yes. Di-threaten naman ko niya.
Okay. So, gusto ko lang to explain. So, nag-apply siya ng residency sa Turkey. Then, yung unang attempt, may lumoko sa kanya, which is naikwento ko na dahil kaya siya umalis sa bansa dahil nga dun sa mga death threats sa kanyang pamilya, yung kanyang mga anak. Dahil nga si Francis Lloyd T. Chua, according to Sheena, ang kanyang negosyo na involved sa government transactions ay mayroong mga bribery, meaning illegal. Okay, yun yung content kanina na kinukwento niya na nangako si yung kanyang ex-partner na hanggang 2017 na lang na hindi na sila papasok sa ganong illegal business. Kung matatandaan nyo kanina, then hindi pa rin ginawa ni Francis ang pagbagong buhay. Parang ganon. So dahil siya ay worried, ito'y kwento to na rin sa akin ni Sheena, no? Dahil worried siya sa kanyang mga anak na lumalaki at di bodyguard, naka-bulletproof. Wala silang peace of mind sa Pilipinas kasi para silang mga kriminal na hinahunting ng mga kalaban ni kanyang ex-partner dahil sa mga illegal activities. Later on, dun sa mga susunod na sasabihin niya, syempre babanggitin niya yung gobyerno ni Marcos Jr. At ganun pa man, I'm sorry kung Bisaya, English, kasi nahirapan talaga siya mag-Tagalog. Pero Google na, mag-subtitle na lang kayo. Pero naintindihan nyo naman kasi mix eh. So para tuloy-tuloy yung video. Okay, pero huwag kayong mag-alala, magla-live interview kami at I will try my best na mag-Tagalog siya para mas naiintindihan natin. Okay? Go na tayo.
Tinratin ka niya.
Did you
Francis,
did you know that I could report you?
sabi niya.
Yeah, that was November 2021 when he visited us. No, because
Dahil ayaw mo na siya makasama, tama?
yes, that's one. But number one is our safety.
Your safety.
Yeah.
Dahil
Yes.
maraming death threats.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
from,
the main.
from the people na
Yeah.
ka-business dealing niya or
Yeah,
illegal
yes.
business dealing.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He was not really transparent to me of all these things. What I know is the construction, yes, and the logistics, etc. But but anyway, later on in my book, I will I will mention it thoroughly later. But in Istanbul, when he threatened me that he could deport me, I was like, wow. I said to him like, wow. Don't tell me that you managed to deal with some local
In
people
Istanbul.
here in Istanbul, because how come I know I know him very good.
Uh-huh.
He always say that when money talk, everybody listen.
Yeah.
And
So, okay.
so now here comes February
Of 2022.
2022.
Okay.
February 2022, I discovered that he's been following us because we celebrated Chinese New Year in Dubai with my kids, all four of them. Yeah.
Okay.
And at that time also, when we celebrated Chinese New Year, we didn't have the physical resident card already, but we have our visas, because if you have an American visa, you can easily get an online visa of Turkey. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So when we get back from Dubai, and we saw, I could mention now the iPad. As parents, Francis and I, if we have old iPads or old gadgets, we give that to our kids. But on his side, he forgot to sign out his Apple ID. All the while, since COVID time, ng online classes nila, my son has been using that iPad for the classes. I can imagine, I don't know why the nannies have not seen that content of the iPad. Me too, I don't know, because they've been playing of the
Feb
iPad.
2022. Okay.
Yeah. Feb 2022, that's how I discovered their plans.
Their plans.
Yeah.
Sino yung their?
See, Francis, involving other, how do I say, political? No, because they are not really politicians, but that has great influence in our system.
Mhm.
At that time, it was during campaign.
Campaign period.
Campaign period.
2022 national election.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when I discovered that, I warned Francis, like,
When you say you discovered what? Discovered messages?
yes, messages,
Kani-kanino mga
videos.
mensahe? Kasi pinakita ko yung message ni Lisa Marcos. May nag-forward sa akin nun eh. And also, text messages. Video text messages. So, you are confirming now na yung mga ipinakita kong video and messages na si Lisa Marcos ay part ng evil plan ni Francis Lloyd T. Chua against you.
Yeah.
At yung mga fabricated cases sa Pilipinas. Right?
Yes. The thing is, it was so sad for me to discover the video because she's also a mother. She's also a woman. I don't know what have his. Okay, I can imagine Francis has a great influence over her because they have projects together. They have some dealings together. But the thing is, I'm a mother too, and I'm a woman. This is
Okay, i-hold lang natin yung video, yung iPad na sinasabi niya. Kung natatandaan ninyo, yung video ni Liza Tanas noong 2023 na sinasabi niyang hindi daw siya nakikialam sa mga pagpoposisyon sa mga generals o sa AFP. Naalala niyo yon? At ito yung pinarinig ko sa inyong audio lang ito para lang ma-recall nyo yung message ni Bianca Zubel, yung kanyang social secretary. Ito yun eh. Pakinggan nyo muna to.
Liz, hi. Sorry to bother you, but I just got a call from Thor, and they're a bit concerned because they've gotten an order now that the chief of ISAP is supposed to be changed by Tuesday, and there are people that are out to do some extraction.
Okay. There are people, sabi niya, already out to do some extraction, meaning kidnapping. Kasi pinahold muna, tignan mo, in the first place, itong si Zobel, yung kanyang social secretary, tsaka si Liza Tanas, kung titignan nyo, anong kinalaman niya dito? Kung anong authority niya to do the extraction? Tuloy nyo.
If it's possible to just keep the ISAP as is daw para hindi magulo yung extraction kasi 2 weeks pa yata or something like that.
Okay. Kaya sinasabi yan, mga kababayan, kasama yan sa exhibit ko sa mga kaso ni Liza Tanas. Pinresent ko to lahat, itong kaso ni Gina. Kasi yung isang general doon, hindi pumayag sa illegal na pagdukot sa mga anak niya. Yan ang tema niyan. Pero pakinggan pa natin.
Or please call Thor. I might be saying the wrong things, but Thor needs some needs help from you. Thank you. Liz, hi. Sorry to...
Okay, tuloy natin.
The system has to, analyze this,
Yeah.
not just from one side. The thing is, she has a great influence that people working in the government would believe her. Yeah, and this has been used against me. So that means my voice won't be valid anymore because there is a powerful person who's been saying this, sorry, English ka. Yeah, I could, yeah.
So even before ba si Francis at saka si Lisa Marcos magkakilala na may business dealing even before mangyari sa iyo to?
Mga projects, yes.
Mga projects.
Yeah.
So alam
favor.
So alam mo na even prior to 2022, magkakilala na si Lisa at saka si Francis.
Yeah. Oo. Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Mga contractors, kabaluang mga contractors, they know this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, ano yung, just for the sake of our audience, although sinabi ko na to sa kanila, ano yung mga text messages na involve si Lisa Marcos at iba pa, kung maalala mo, kung ma-share mo?
The text messages, it's so, although it's no longer, I have shared this with confidence to the Protection Department. It is Belgium, because it's my only life insurance, it's my only leverage to survive. But what I can tell is katong video, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So video was, I have to confirm that the video is true. Indeed, it's from the iPad of Francis. Sa yung Apple ID account. Wearing mga bata.
Okay. Mga palangga, yung sinasabi niyang video, yung message ni Liza sa asawa ni Teddy Boy Locsin Jr. na si Marie Louise Barcelon. Actually, andito yan sa ating Facebook, sa ating TikTok. Pero i-share ko na lang ulit sa Boljaka na sa TikTok. Marami naman sa iyo nakarinig. Kasi yung na-prepare ko lang dito sa ating StreamYard. Tingnan ko lang kung merong extraction na. Please, okay. Ang na-prepare ko lang kasi audio. Pero kasi yung unang nag-send sa akin na whistle na informante, that I don't know that person, audio lang yung nakuha niya. Pero ngayon, I mean, may video yon na ipakita ko na millions of viewers na yon. So ito yung sinasabi niyang video, ito yung pakikipag-usap ni Lisa Tanas sa asawa ni dating DFA Secretary Teddy Boy Locsin Jr. Here we go.
Hi, Louie. How are you? I'm here in Bacolod, campaigning for my hubby, look, with Marie Chris and a bunch of gay people. But anyway, the reason why I called you is I have a favor to ask you. We gave all the documents na to Mila, but syempre iba pang tumawag ka. A good friend of ours, Francis Chua, basically has a problem in Istanbul, in Turkey, so he went to court. The judge issued an order in his favor. So now
Yung mga ano na yon, yung mga sinasabi yung documents o yung kaso nito, fabricated lahat ni Lisa Tanas yun at saka ng ex-partner niya.
just having everything authenticated so that it can be served in the embassy in Istanbul.
It can be served. Serve yung pag-kidnap sa kanila. Actually, 3 bata dapat yun eh. Pero interview pa natin sa live, ayaw lang sumama ng isang bata. Okay, tuloy muna natin.
Right? So, Mila has all the documents. I won't bore you with the details, but if you could call Mila and just give it a little push. Everything's above board. Don't worry. I'm very good at that. But, yeah, that's it. So, I hope to see you soon. Hi.
Okay, di ba? So, nakita niya yon. So, sino po ang fake news dito? Ito may confirmation na ngayon. Lumabas na si Distressed Mother. I think, dati ayaw pa niya lumabas na natatakot siya sa buhay niya dahil may nanghahantig din sa kanya. Ngayon, yun nga, February 14 po itong interview na to. So, hindi po, preview po ito. Tuloy na natin.
Video papunta sa wife ni Teddy Boy Locsin.
Yeah,
Junior
Louie,
DFA.
I have to, you know,
Hi, Louie,
hinahanap ako mag-research. I research it. Isa ni si Louie because I don't know her. I personally don't know her too. And I can imagine Francis, dili sa na close ni Francis sila. No. But only si Lisa close man ni Francis. So, isugo niya si Lisa to do all these things, you know, to expedite these things, whatever. And then I
To extract you guys.
Yeah. And I did not know that she's a lawyer also, Yeah. Kung research na ako siya, well, dili man ko into politics, dili ko, so, mag-research ko sa mga background ani nila, etc. So, gi-research na ako siya. Uy, nada siya law firm. And indeed, ang law firm niya is involved in this transactions. And sila po ang yung law firm nagsige contract sa DFA. Yeah? Sa
Si Lisa
Foreign
Marcos.
Affairs. So, yung law firm.
M and Associates, I think.
Yeah, M and Associates. Yeah, M and Associates. Yeah. When I look it up, ko, uy, si Lisa, iya din ng law firm, pero ang iyang mga tao, syempre naman siya mga staff, no? Mag-send of messages, ani. So, ako muna, I thought si M and Associates, muna yung law firm ni Francis, pero dili di ay, si Libarius di ay. But okay. So, the contact niya si Teddy Boy, si Louie, subuon
yung wife.
Oo. Pero wala siya ni contact directly kay Teddy Boy kasi si Louie nasa ay influence sa
yung asawa.
Yeah, oo, sa yung asawa. But okay, which is normal, pero job man ito na, no? Okay. Anyhow, so ako, when I discovered na nangurog yun, uy, kahadlok yun ko, heavily intimidated yun ko, kay wala ba ako connection sa government? I can only hope nga tabangan ko nila as an ordinary Philippine citizen. So muna ni-reach out ko sa embassy. Nag-issue sa pugko o kanang sa ni Oy nga na please protect me, please nag-write ko o email. Nag-write ko email ni Teddy Boy Locsin.
Okay.
Nag-write ko o email, isisi na ko ang embassy consulate sa Istanbul. And wala man sila reply na ko, gipadapat yun ako sa DHL to ensure na madawat niya, okay, ang letter. So, na-receive man, proof, okay, attach na ako sa akong mga documents. Wala gud sila reaction, no? Wala ni reply sa Teleboy nako because I mentioned the name of Lisa, okay? Ang content sa email. Kato imo naman tong nakakita ko. You mentioned ako ang pangalan ni Lisa kay I'm hoping nga ang atong foreign affairs, atong agency will protect us.
Yeah.
Ang akong ingon ba nga kanang tabangan ko nila na ay mga mga discrepancies and mga not normal activities or procedures, no? They're not following the normal procedures. They murag bypass nila ba ang system. Luckily ako, I'm not a lawyer, pero because of my case nakatuon jud ko sa mga law na to. Oo, syempre napo ko lawyer, no? Na and in fact at the beginning I'm not willing to hire a lawyer kay di ko ka-afford oy. I mean, lano kanang I'm a mother ni stop na ba yung support ko si Francis, no, para sa mga bata. It's his first reaction, you know, nga naman para magipit ko financially.
Yeah.
Pero okay, survive gihapon ko. Finally, nag-introduce na ako ang lawyer. It was too late na gani na nakakuha ko og lawyer because I thought I could convince Francis, please Francis, let's stop this. I mean, unsa may ato ang mawin ani ang mga bata mas stress lang, you know?
Yeah.
So kanang wala man gud siya mamati, patuloy paghihapon ihang kuan. So din makita pud nako ngadto nga ga-connect na sila og mga staff diri sa Istanbul working in the embassy. And pinaka weird sa tanan is on a Sunday, which is not an official day, itawagan ko nila sa embassy sa Istanbul.
Okay.
Kay patuon ko nila sa office.
Embassy.
Yeah. I know that the Philippine embassy, even the car, it's a diplomat of the ambassador or, you know, it is a Philippine jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Even if you are in the foreign land. Their office is that's Philippine jurisdiction.
Yeah.
That's international
They
law.
can arrest you.
Yeah. And then at that time, I was so naive, you know, but I'm still believing in good. Nga ako ma-convince si Francis. Syempre ako, we have to hide, we have to run. Kaya dili man siya mamati na ako. Kung iya lang kong gi-inform, Sheena, we are coming to Istanbul. If gi-warning nga siya na ako, please inform me if wari ka sa Istanbul. If he said yes and he informed me, magpakita jud ko niya, like magstorya jud me. Pero him na telling me na coming na siya sa Istanbul, makita man ako sa iPad, sa history, lahang mga issuances of visas nga gi-expedite man sad gani pudto, no, na despite sa long queue sa atong COVID. Meaning ba sa atong system ba sa Pilipinas kaya ra jud ni buhaton ning tanan. Okay, we are not naive, no, nga this exists anywhere in the world, you know, but it is still something when you actually witness it and you experience it yourself, iba pa rin talaga ka imuhang ma-feel. Okay. And then at a certain moment, I figured out, I discovered as well nga na I need check-in sa among compound military attaché na hadlok na sad ko. Nga nung in the middle of the nowhere sa area sa Istanbul, dito magpuyo ang military attaché nga wala may opisina nga to kalayo kaayos tanan. Yeah? Sa ang ilahang official ang embassy kinaaman sa Ankara, which is the capital of Turkey. Pero naa sila consulate office sa Istanbul pod bag-orasan na, no? Yeah, recently. And then syempre makita nako ang mga pictures sa iyang gikuyog sa Istanbul, ilahang gi-contact. So ang iyang mga notes pod, no? Nakapagani siya yung notes ngadto nga kanaang they know already asa nag-school ang mga bata, they threaten to kill. Kinsa may dili malisang anak be. Nga kana ang makabasa kang i-threaten na day to kill ang akong mga anak. Can you imagine that?
So itong military attaché from the Philippines, you think ito ay kinasabwat ni Lisa Marcos at ni Francis. Kasi hindi naman niya gagawa yon kung walang pakipagsabuatan sa powerful, right?
Of course, kay dili man politiko si Francis. He's not working in the government. He's a private person, a businessman too. But he is not a politician. He's not working in the government. But of course, when money talk, everybody listen. Mo ba na yung motto?
Yeah, so fast forward tayo. Gusto ko tumutok dun sa extraction.
Yeah.
Yung ang term ko nga dyan is kinidnap.
Yeah.
Yung mga anak mo. So, pakikwento mo sa ating mga kababayan yung timeline ng extraction o pag-kidnap, pagdukot ng mga anak mo gamit ng mga fabricated crimes and documents na ginawa sa Pilipinas.
Yeah. So after I sent a letter to Teddy Boy, I think Teddy Boy Locsin discusses to Lisa, no? Wa man siya na-reply na ko. That's why this military comes in. Kaya I can just imagine the instruction goes, fix this.
Yeah,
Kaya kanang after ko magsend ng email, kasi nalaman na nila na I know.
Yeah.
No, that I have the concrete evidence that they are involved. No? So I can imagine the instruction, fix this, okay?
Yes.
But I don't know how they will fix it. But for me, I believe ang parents niya magsige-sige man ako Ginoo because I have a very good faith, no, nga kanang I hope nga ma-change. I'm a Catholic, pero kanang not a strict Catholic, but I believe in faith.
Sure.
I believe in good. I remember June, that's my birth month,
June 2022.
2022.
Okay.
Nato sila Istanbul, in the name of good faith, in the name of peace, ingana. Okay, for me, exhausted na jud kaayo ko ato nga time. Na I've wasted also money not to pay lawyers, you know, and kana ang akong mga anak have to survive kay musa na lang among day-to-day, right? At the time, wala pa ni kick off ang business abroad. Kaya mao naman to kung plano moving forward. Kaya wala na pa yaga support si Francis, no? So sige lang, okay. Laban paghihapon, no? Karon niabot sila June, mag-draft kunuhay mi og agreement ni Francis, yes?
Okay.
Yeah, and then I remember we even checked in his hospital, no, with the kids. Okay?
Agreement.
Kanang as parents, you know.
Okay.
More parental agreement ba nga na nga i-stop na ang mga kaso-kaso, etc.
Okay.
etc. Okay. But not knowing, they have already big plans. Now, what happened is that we agreed in a way, nag-draft na ko, I wrote it even, no, handwriting. Ang iyang lawyer, naghuwat na kunuhay sa embassy. Nag-agree me the next day, that's 21 of June, I think that's June, Monday, yeah? Yeah. 21 of June or 20, that's Monday. Yeah, Monday. Nga, among meeting sa embassy would be, sa consulate is 1:30 in the afternoon.
Okay.
When we woke up in the morning, luckily akong mga anak slept with me in one room, right? All of them, the three of them. Karon, when I woke up 9 a.m., I received a message from my caretaker sa balay. And saying that the letter is about warrant of arrest.
Mag-Vicks Inhaler for fast relief mula sa paratang ilong. Anytime, anywhere. Vicks Inhaler.
About the fabricated crime. All the while from April, May, I think they did that after.
Kulang mga palangga. So, magaling talaga si Lisa Tanas mag-fabricate ng crime para yung mga taong sasagabal sa kanilang illegal business, sa mga pagnanakaw nila ay makadadampot nila o magugugur o matatakot nila. So the same thing with me, nag-fabricate sila ng address, nag-fabricate sila ng crime, kaya mayroon pinagmamalaki ang NBI na 2 warrant of arrest. Kaya kapalaran ni Sheena at saka sa akin, pareho.
After election when they won.
Election.
And then maybe nag-antedate pa siguro na sila, no, para lang ma-complete ang story. Nag-fabricate sila nga, nag-hire ko of 4 people, no? Okay. It is a large scale because it's more than 3 people, okay? So it's a large scale illegal recruitment. Kaya nga no, according to their story, nag-hire daw ko with these 4 people, 2017.
Mhm.
I promised them a job, but in fact, I do not have the license to hire them. Number one, in fact, it's not my business. Now, and that I took down 20,000 each of them. And these 4, kunwari, they filed a complaint in 2022.
Mhm.
Yeah, April, 20,000 pesos. They filed a complaint in
So, kung pinalabas nila, nag-collect ka ng
money
20,000 pesos
each of them,
sa 4 na
down payment.
nirecruit
Yes,
mo.
yeah, kunwari.
kunwari.
But
But you don't know these people at all.
Not at all.
Mhm.
So what I did, when I learned that, this is, of course, clearly it's fabricated. So abort the mission, abort the agreement. I really said there's no agreement. There is impossible na magkita mi sa embassy, mag-sign ko. So what's they're planning is I would agree to go to embassy.
Para.
If I did not receive that paper sent by my caretaker before, then wala na.
I-arrest ka nila.
I-arrest na ko nila.
Mhm.
Na-deport ako sa Pilipinas.
Oo.
Yes, because Philippine Embassy or Consulate Office is
Yeah.
a Philippine jurisdiction. No matter what, walay mabuhat ang country where you reside or you live. So anyhow, so wala na gud giprangkahan ako immediately. Si Francis, yung parents po naman nga to. Uy, bene, yung parents kay mo may maggamit-gamit ako Ginoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ginoo siya na. Yeah, Ginoo siya na kanya okay, kitiguang na ba sila mo believe ko nila no.
Mhm.
Yeah, so kanang I can imagine they are also threatened maybe.
Yeah.
But so wala na nahitabo. Wala po niya to sa embassy. I immediately called my friends, please save my 3 children because my eldest son went shopping with the parents of Francis man.
Uh-huh.
No? So ang tulo ka bata naman ako, so I told immediately my friends to keep safe my children. Kaya ako gusto na ko, prangkahan na ako sila, and I held it in the lobby sa Sofitel kay gusto ko in public kay something might happen to me, at least there are cameras. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So giprangkahan ako sila, and they were so stressed. Francis was so stressed because I learned, I figured it out. So for me, it was a divine intervention.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was a divine intervention. Even for me, discovering the iPad, it was a divine intervention as well. How would I know? How could I know? How could we know, my kids, that the Apple ID was not signed out all the while for years?
Mhm.
So, okay, dito na-start, naluka si Francis. Kaya nga nung I know every single detail. Kaya ako man siyang sendan og message filler ba, like this and that. Pero dili, wala ko nitukan at the beginning first because I want him to stop. But anyway, he nagduda na siya. Because because at the end of February, he cut it. He changed the password.
Yeah.
So from then on, we could not see na the rest.
So, hindi natuloy yung agreement. Then, nalaman mo na may warrant of arrest ka.
Mhm.
So, kailan, anong date, yung inabduct na nila yung mga bata? Ano yung strategy na ginawa nila
Yes.
para makuha yung mga bata?
First,
Dalawang bata.
syempre, may warrant of arrest ako, di ba?
Oo.
We had every summer we go to other countries with my kids, my holidays, ni ba? Bakasyon. So, July, we had a trip to Cyprus.
Okay. July
Yeah.
2022.
July 2022, Northern Cyprus, that's a Turkish Republic of Turkey, the northern part of Cyprus.
Okay.
They stopped me. The police stopped me.
Okay.
Yeah, says so
Sa
why?
immigration?
Sa immigration.
Okay.
We're heading with,
Kasama mo yung mga bata?
yeah, together
Okay.
with my kids.
Okay.
Because they want me to sign a paper, and I said to them, I will never sign a paper that I never understood what I'm signing for.
Yeah.
So I translated the paper, and it's about Interpol.
Okay.
I was in Interpol already.
So, pina-interpol ka nila?
Yeah, pina-Interpol nila ako.
Okay.
No? Yeah, it's tagged. No?
Tinag ka?
Yeah, and then so it's only information, not to know where my whereabouts. No,
Okay.
so I was like, my God, so they would know where I'm going, so they could even access where I stayed, any hotels.
Yeah.
Yes, they had Yeah, they managed to get into the system and see where my whereabouts. Yeah, through the Interpol, of course, they would know which country. So, ma-follow ko nila every time. And I know when we went to the hotel in Northern Cyprus, I saw a guy as well there. I know. They have been following me. So, it was really threatening. And when I get back from the holidays, kami na mga bata, my children witnessed me, oy, nag-electric ko maayo because it's really humiliating, you know, because they treat you as you are a criminal, you know. But you know, knowing the fact that they fabricated a crime to you, humiliated you with a crime that you never committed.
Yeah.
And the people, in fact, the police are just doing their job. Yeah. The papers that they received from Philippine government that in fact, it was the Philippine government that issued it, meaning they have to honor it, right?
It's a legitimate
Yeah.
official document.
Yes.
But it was fabricated.
Yes, fabricated.
Because of the influence
Yes.
of Lisa Marcos in favor of Francis, right?
Yeah, it's only Francis will get the benefits out of it.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. Why? Who else? Yes. So, tawag ito, so gahilak jud ko maayo ato, and while we were waiting, they forced me to give them our hotel address. Yeah, yung mahadlok man ko, I don't want to give them our destination because then I know that they managed to get into the system na. They could see where I go. No, nahadlok ko baka i-follow na sad mi ba. So I don't have a choice. But finally, when we get out from the luggage, we took our baggage na sa arrival area. Naghila ko while walking. I was chilling to sit for a while because I have to cry this out because it was really humiliating. It was really so, heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, kung mga anak, they witness this, they see you this, and normally you as a parent, you don't want to show to your kids your vulnerability that you cried because this will affect them psychologically as well, diba?
Yeah.
So then we noticed people, men. I recorded that as well. Katong gi-follow me sa airport sa Izmir, I remember.
Okay.
Na gi-record sa nanako ang mga ga-follow nako. Follow me. So we have to change cars from one point to another point just to break the destination. So I have to book another hotel again. So we did not went to the original hotel we had because I gave the address already. So I have to book a new one. So now, yes, with my 4 kids, bit na ko akong mga anak ato. My youngest son was only at the time 7, 8 years old. Can you imagine that? Yeah, 9 and 10, and then 12. So
So itong mga bata, okay, anong date sila? Di ba may pinlay akong video? Actually that was video and audio. Na umiiyak, nasa police station kayo.
Sa August. Yeah.
Anong date po at anong nangyari doon para maintindihan ng ating mga kababayan?
Actually, August 2022, gaplano na ako mag-apply og asylum.
Okay.
Yeah. Normally, na mi flight ato to Belgium, mag-apply kog asylum. Yeah. But for some reason, I think nabawaan nila to Turkish Airlines. And then, I don't know for some reason why they could see this. Yeah. But, anyway, they attached the paper of warrant of arrest. No, and that they accused me that I kidnapped my children, my own children. By the way, in the Philippine law, sa katulang mga tao nga wala na kahibalo fully sa atong Philippine law under the article, I forgot the article number, I will mention that later in my book, that if you're a single mother, never married, not legally married, you have the sole parental authority and custody to your minor children.
Ikaw ang may karapatan sa mga anak mo.
Bilang ina, if you're a single mom, if you're not legally married, yes. Kasi minor, nasa ina talaga ang minor. Even nga kahit yung mag-asawa na nga di ba? Sa ina naman talaga yan, no? Pero ang inaano ko lang talaga, bakit ba hindi naisip nila o ni Francis na giharas ko nila kaayo, pero ang mga bata sad kay kuyog man ni kami upat magtago me. We have to hire, I have to move apartment from one apartment to another apartment with my 4 children. We have to leave midnight. If you watch the movie Not Without My Daughter, similar ang pangitabo sa mua kana nga movie.
So,
Yep.
yeah. So, I think, kaya nila ginagawa to sa'yo dahil maaring marami kang alam through that iPad. Right? Yung,
The information in the iPad.
Yeah. The information in the iPad. Kaya gusto kang i-abduct kasama yung mga bata. Do you think kaya gusto ka nilang i-abduct para gurgurin ka or what? Dahil marami kang alam?
Yes. You know, okay, I'll come to that. August 2022, they came. Last third week of August, they came. Francie, mga lawyers muna, police. Okay, the police are just doing their job. Okay, the Turkish police.
Yeah, that's for
they're
sure.
just doing their job. They were just implementing because there is the
What
influence.
the Philippine government
Yeah.
feeding them.
Yes. So, ang giingon mo na to, I kidnap my children, and that na ako warrant of arrest. I'm a criminal. Yes, that's a fabricated crime. So, in a way, ang police, endanger ang mga bata kay their mother is a criminal, you know?
Yeah.
Mao na ang naasa sa isip sa mga police at the time.
Yeah.
So, but I fought with it. They did not expect na may fight ko. Ang akong mga anak, ilapag ko kong gilure. And you know what? Allegedly, the car of the embassy was there outside of the police station. Okay.
The official
car
okay.
Of the embassy na nasa gawas ready to take the children. Okay. Now kanang ni fight man ko ako mga anak ni resist man sad pod no, but okay, what are the strength of my children? Okay, so gi-force should me og kana ang iwalay ba Tagalog i-force should ang gilure ko nila first. They have to move me to another station ko no ingana, but my children were left alone
sa kabilang police
station.
Yung video na
Yeah.
audio na pinarinig ko sa kanila. But anyway, i-play natin yan.
Yeah, later, yes. Kanang yeah. Pero kanang it was very heartbreaking to my children, of course, psychologically too, emotionally and mentally. But then ni fight ko, you know, they took my little boys, you know, why kinato sila sa dormitory. My kids finally were put in a dormitory.
2 boys.
All of them, the
all
3.
Of them, okay.
Yeah. Only my daughter resist. Akong anak, palaban din ang akong anak na babae. Yeah. All 3 of them, naa sila sa dormitory. Of course, gahilak. Wala ako. Gahilak ko kaya sa Manila taon lang pillows, ilahang sanina, toiletries, etc. etc. And then si Francis, on the way na siya to Istanbul to pick up the kids as well together.
Okay.
Galing lang. Ning niabot siya, gilure nilang akong 2 boys nga ang mga staff po, ang iyang lawyer in fact ni Francis diha sa Istanbul before, iingnan niya nga, you will meet your mom after, you will meet, first ingon sila nga, which one would you prefer, to sleep here at the dormitory, which is not nice, or sa hotel with your dad? Pero you will meet your mom after. Mo nang ilang gisulti sa akong 2 little boys. They stopped from speaking in behalf of her brothers. Suko kasi don't believe them. They're luring you. Mo na ang statement is very very strong ang iyang stance po because she understand already. Kabalo na she was 11 at the time na.
Yeah.
So kabalo na kayo akong mga anak. Of course, together kami, all of us saw this information from the iPad. Kaya na-shock me ko, how come you did not know that this was, nangutanam ako sa akong mga anak, wala din ninyo nabawaan nga, this was still the account of your father, ingan na.
Yeah.
So, syempre, kami ba together, so mabawaan ko sa akong mga anak, they know everything. Karon, as refused man to go ni, wait.
Baby,
Si Sheena yung umiiyak?
I could not do anything about it. Why Francis has to do this submission? Is it Francis or the illegal? also, but sweetheart, you wait for me. It's not we're gonna be separated from mom. We can't see her. Mom, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. What do you mean? Tell me, how much the government can protect my children than I do? Anak, where are you, Anak? Are you in the police? Are you still there?
It was supposed to give the phone. Because after the dormitory, you can talk with them. After. If police comes, can take phone.
Okay. Shania, you keep the phone. My children are crying. What do you do? What are you doing? Save your battery so that I'm gonna call you from time to time.
Please say them be calm and keep your calm. It's important now, okay? Keep your calm. I can understand.
Hi, baby. Could you come? What did you say? Can I get the children tomorrow? Can we go?
Actually, you will
Yes, madam. Okay. Wait, baby.
Hindi lang sumama.
Sweetheart, could you come down for a while? Where are you? I'm in the other police station. Baby, I know. Please come down, sweetheart.
We have to do a statement.
Come down, Anna. Come down. Come down, Anna. Come down, sweetheart. I tried to close the phone. They're crying. I know.
Close the phone and we'll give this statement.
Sweetheart, Anna, I'm gonna give a statement. I'll call you back, sweetie, baby. Don't be strong, sweetheart. You're the mother now. No, I'm gonna talk to them. Wait, Anna, wait. Stop crying, sweetheart. Wait, baby. We will fight, don't worry. Mommy will fight, don't worry. Can you speak to Kuya Sean? You wait enough, you wait there.
Please, I'll call the police to hold the phone.
You have to hide the phone.
No, close.
Shania, hide the
After dormitory, she can call you. Please.
Wait, enough, wait. I'm sorry. I'll call you back, anak. I'll call you. I will do something. Don't worry. I'll do something. Don't worry.
And then after a month, finally,
Yeah, yan po yung ikukwento naman niya dyan. Ito yung kagagawa ni Lisa Tanas.
Francis has no choice but to sign a paper kay kunuhay gi-favor man siya kay I'm a criminal baya na
Yeah.
abi sa Turkish government nga I'm a criminal and that I'm accused kidnap na ko akong mga anak. But then kanang Francis has to sign nga i-release na lang gyud si Shania sa ako kay mo refuse man gyud si Shania. She would rather stay in the dormitory kaysa mo adto siya ni Francis. Yeah. Okay. Karon, so na-release si Shania. After a month from that, I was issued that I'm not guilty of kidnapping my own little children. Of course, it's obvious in the law. Also sa Turkey, I have the sole parental custody and authority of my minor children. Karon, ilan ang gitago maayo akong little boys. We never saw them for 5-6 months. No, in Turkey, we live in the same city, but they managed to hide them, which I don't have any clue. I asked already, I exert my efforts, please help me find my little boys, but I could not find my children. Yeah, ako at that time, I could not go out because I was so afraid what that kung saan niya mahitabo sa akong mga anak. I don't know where they are, if magawas na ko, no? Ganahan jud kay kung magawas. But in fact, I contacted also some big NGOs in Turkey, and I shared my story that I need their help, you know. I presented also my case, all the evidences I got, and then I contacted also some personalities in the Philippines. Nga, please tabangi ko kay kanaang I'm a woman, I'm a mother, kanaang ako sa abroad and I can't do anything. I am so afraid, okay? In fact, ako nahadlok sa pugos, ako ang lawyer, get threatened sa for sure. Magani ko mo share sa akong lawyer asa among location? Never. Never. Di ko na siya makahibalo. Kahibalo ko, the first person nga akong na-contact with, ako lawyer, and ilan ng first person, ilahang duulon, hey, unsa may asaman status na siya na, unsa may plano, unsa ni ganap. But anyhow, nga naman ko na ang game, no? I mean, we are not naive in that, no? Kabalutaan ng tanan. So, anyway, katong mag-renew na ko sa among residency in September 2022, wala nila ko, gi-refuse nila to renew our residency. Okay? And ko, tungod siguro ni because na ako sa Interpol. Pero gilaban gyapon na nako. Kaya na pa may fight support sa Turkey. Gi-fight yun na nako. And ko, no, I will apply for humanitarian visa. Yeah, kanang, but, katong niadto na ko sa immigration to apply for humanitarian visa, they put me in prison. I don't know if this is coincidence. They put me in prison because the next day it's the hearing in Istanbul.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't manage to show up at the court hearing because they put me in prison. I was in jail. And at the time, you know, because I know my ex very well kung sa ilahang pwedeng buhaton sa ako. I thought mamatay na ko sa prison, you know, sa jail. So what I did, or they could plant on my purse because, you know, you have to surrender your personal belongings, your phones, etc. So I had to record the content of my bag, what's in it before I went to the cell, to the jail. The record na ko that these are the content of my bag, it's free of drugs, free of etc. etc. You know, in case lang na magplant sila ba.
Yeah.
Because I could only think worst because nahitabo, yes. So afterwards, so the next day after sa hearing, of course, gi-release ko nila. No? After sa hearing, gi-release ko nila, and we filed an appeal of the decision nga ipa-deport ko no ko.
Pa-deport ka? Anong buwan yun?
That was September 2022. September, October.
Pero
na.
during that time, yung mga bata, wala sa'yo.
Ang dalawa, oo, they hide it very well.
Sino-sino yung mga nag-abduct, do you know? Sino-sino yung mga nag-abduct sa kanila?
Allegedly.
Nag-lure nila yung mga bata na, sabi mo nga kanina, gusto yan lang yung mga bata, gusto nila sa dormitory or sa father nila, then later on, darating ka naman dun sa lugar na yon. Sino-sino yung mga yon?
The workers in the embassy.
Philippine Embassy,
Yeah. I was there. I saw them. They saw me too. In fact, they had a fight with my friend because they tried to picture or take a video of her.
Okay.
Because it's not allowed that you cannot take a picture or video of the person without asking permission.
Sure.
Yeah, she confronted him.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy. Yeah, he's bald, no? Anong kalbo ba? Wow. And I looked him up. He works for the embassy.
So, so aside from that video and text messages, ano pa yung mga nakita mo dun sa iPad na sa tingin mo, grabe yung kumbaga, tinake advantage o inabuso ng mga Marcos, like ni Lisa Marcos, yung ating, o yung sa atin, legal system sa Pilipinas para, magipit ka nila, maharas ka, ma-abduct yung mga anak mo.
It's very, very sad nga you cannot rely on your government to help you, to protect you. Nga, you as a ordinary citizen, that kaya ra di ay nila mabend ang law. Well, in fact, I'm not surprised. Francis always say nga, you can always bend the law. Pero ako, believer manggod ko, good faith. Believer manggod ko, o kanang, sa niyoy, agyapoy good ka. But maybe I'm too naive to believe that, but yeah. They could just say to the immigration, look this up. Even they look up my passport, my travel history, and my friends' travel history. They look them up. It's not their right to do that, And it was written sa notepad, di ba? Ang office naman yung notepad here na pag ani footnote nga integrity. There was an integrity, and I look it up. It's the Department of Immigration. Yeah.
So lahat. So naniniwala ka na based on those messages na nakita mo sa iPad na si Lisa Marcos ay part talaga nitong pag-fabricate ng crime laban sa'yo na ginawa ni Francis, talagang nakakalungkot na yung Philippine government walang maitulong sa people like you. But sa halip, nakipagsabuatan pa.
Well, the goal is clear, really to have me back to Philippines, either being killed or put in prison with a crime that you never committed. Yeah, it's like a form of, it's a style, not just a revenge, but also to keep you silent, to intimidate you to not to talk in public. The thing is, I'm so tired and sick of this. They hurt my children. My lawyer, I remember my lawyer kept asking me, Sheena, where did you get this strength? And I said, do not ever underestimate the strength of a mother. Yeah. Ang iring nga, di ba? Hilaptan ni mong mga kuting. Ang iring, di ba? Ang braso ganini ka, anak, hilaptan ni mo. Kita pa ba human being? No? Ako lang good. Ganong, wala ko mahadlok because, you know why? I really thought in Istanbul nga mamatay na ko. I prepared all my will. I prepared na all my statements. I prepared na nako po ang protection in case nga I won't make it on time nga maka-ask for protection. Mamatay na ko. I want the world to know and my children to know as well the truth. And na unsa nahitabo na ko. And I submitted it to all my friends all over the world sa ako ang kaso. At that time po, dili pa ko ato convinced na mag-file for protection because I was hoping ba nga muatras gani sila pa nga tigil na sila ba, okay, we'll leave you in peace, Sheena. Mo dyan akong gihangyo ato ni Francis. I warned him, please don't do this. Because I don't have any choice. I might, apply for, when you apply for protection, you have to be all out, You have to be all out. You have to say everything, Yeah, because these are your attachments to prove, to defend your rights. Yeah. And I remember itong napriso ko, nakagawas ko, anak jud ko, i-fight jud din ako. Because dili kay pwede ra ni nila buhat-buhaton sa tao nga walang power sa government. Which normally, ang role, by the way, sa ato ang government officials working in the government is to protect your sovereign people. Diba? Pero sa may naitabo, okay, I can imagine dili lang ako mo'y biktima. I can imagine dili lang ako ang biktima. Why am I fighting this? To give the voice to people who has no courage or who are so afraid to give their voice, no? Nganong wala ko mahadlok because I'm not afraid of death. Yes. And the moment when you say that, okay, well, kung talagang inaong ko nila nga, patyon ako nila, so what can I do no, if that is really your fate? I always tell my kids, especially my son, kay ganahan siya maging presidente one day. But okay, as a child, you can dream that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But I remember idol man na niya si Jose Rizal. Yeah. Ako siya gina, darling, there's nothing like a hero. Mga ana-ana jud ko niya. So and then mag-analyze ko haloy kaning nahitabo na ako baga fight ko. All in a way it's a risk of my life too.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. But is it worth it?
So ngayon, na-in-out mo na right now sa ating mga kababayan na itong ginawa sa'yo ng iyong former or ex-partner ay influenced by Liza Marcos. Ano yung message mo sa government at kay Liza Marcos na bakit siya nakialam dito sa usaping domestic?
Private,
Private.
In fact, I'm a victim of domestic violence. But okay, you know, when speaking about domestic violence, it's not just like bugbog ka sa bahay or mukha kang nang talagang kawawa or what. But it's more than that. It's also psychological.
That's right.
Yes. They were hoping by doing that to me, I would go crazy. Sinabi ko yan sa ex ko na, you know what? Sorry to disappoint you, but you failed. To ruin my psychological health, to ruin my mental health, because it only makes me stronger. Because I have to fight the rights of my children. Ang akong mga anak, gaasam jud na ko ani. I know this is their wish, and if my children would tell me, "Mommy, don't fight for us," you know. But as a woman and as a human being, I would fight for my rights.
So anong gusto mo sabihin kay Liza na nakialam siya dito sa usapin ninyong mag-partner?
Honestly, in 2022, around March, I've been wanting to message her as a human being, woman to woman and mother to mother. I was just only stopped because sabi ng lawyer ko, they might turn it around daw. Kasi for me ba, kasi I'm so tired of this and I don't have the energy of doing this normally kasi I just want to live peace, normal, you know, kasi wala man ko involved sa mga transactions sa government, no? But then I want to talk to her woman to woman and mother to mother that reflect this, you know, the effects of these actions have cost lives, the future of the children, their psychological health. Sa ato kitang ordinary people, ibig sabihin ba, dili ta maka-assure nga safe ta sa atong country?
Yeah.
Kasi pwede ra di ay ta himuon og crime para mapriso ka and then patyon ka. Maulang jud ni ang ako ang kuan ba nga. Sana ang mga lingkod diha ba sa government do your right, no? Do your job, rights, duty to that what you have promised or
mandate.
You took to serve for the sovereign people. Maura jud ni ang ako ang kuan. And please stop this na way kay murag. And then after December 2022, we have to move houses. I have to rent 2 houses. One house is declared as official address to the government because sanay na manipulate naman nila ang system po. Allegedly they know my address, so can you imagine they sent 20 police in my home at the time. 20 police is recorded sad na because there was a camera in the apartment.
Wow.
So they went there to get me. Sometimes, you know, what if they are not real police? Nagpulisan lang. Nag-uniform. You know, I mean, this is so crazy. And then, so luckily na ami ato sa pikas na balay. And then after ito pa nahitabo, by the way, so they hide my kids, no? My little boys. Dunay hearing January 6. Hearing January 6 to for the kids custody. But okay, normally ang Turkey it's out of their jurisdiction, but okay, let's respect the system. Finally ang judge ni decide because there was a travel ban sa mga bata para dili sila magawas from Turkey, because if they're out of Turkey, then it's difficult for me
Yeah.
to bring them back or to retrieve them. So,
Okay.
night travel ban, and then gilift sa judge ang travel ban,
Yeah.
and I have not seen my kids before the hearing because they forbid me to see my little boys. Eh, syempre, they were asking the boys, etc. Gusto ko ng mga bata mo ato Pilipinas, but the fact is that's not the case.
Yeah.
But finally, the judge said that ang temporary kuno nga custody the little boys kay Francis, but lift ang travel ban.
Mhm.
For me, unta, naapa ko'y fight ato, I could appeal the decision. But the moment nga gilift nila ang travel ban, tanawala kung dili pa na planado, it was 5 in the afternoon na sa Istanbul at that time. Wala na ba yung office? So, ako pag-appeal sa decision,
Yeah.
Friday afternoon, wala na yung office town, 5 in the afternoon. And the next day, Saturday, wala na. Fly ng mga bata.
So, nag-fly na. Anong date yun?
That's January 7, I think, nga ilang gi-fly ang akong mga anak.
January 7. After
January
they
7.
travel ban,
Yeah.
nilipad na nila yung mga bata. So,
Yeah.
anong year to? 2023 na?
2023 na, January.
January.
And the mere fact, the passports of my children are with me.
Yes,
Original.
so ngayon, yeah.
The original
Yung original
passports
nasa iyo.
of my little boys are with me.
So, meaning,
How they managed to get
Yeah.
the document, how they managed to do this and that, wherein,
so bago pa sila pumunta sa Istanbul, meron ng passports.
in fact, nana
Mga
sa
bata na pinagawa nila.
nana sa notes ni Francis.
Nabasa mo
Yeah,
doon sa iPad.
yeah.
Ano sabi?
Nga kanaang bring in case of emergency ba to? Or in case of something like that, emergency, bring the passports of the kids.
Sino sinasabihan niya?
Sa iyang notes,
Notes.
yeah, notes niya.
Okay.
Sa iyang
Ah.
diary, kumbaga. So, and ko ana, so naglumanay ko, I felt really hopeless, pero akong daughter, grabe kayo. Mommy, we have to find a very, very good lawyer. I have to change also a couple of times lawyer. Kaya kanaang they try to,
Yeah.
you know how it is, maybe threatened or offer o kanaang kwarta, but okay, allegedly. But when I sensed that, I end the contract and then find another lawyer again. Usahay
Yeah.
pa gani, I was like, kinsa naman lang ako matrust ni, oy,
Yeah.
I could not be a lawyer to myself because I'm not a lawyer, but okay, as a person, I could defend myself.
Mhm.
But it would be nice na a legal person that could advise me this and that. But yeah, but
Ah.
anyhow, so that was the reason nga kanang ni-fly me og Belgium to apply an asylum.
Kailan ka nag-fly ng Belgium?
11 na ng, January 11? Yes, January 11.
No,
January
2023?
2023, yes.
So meaning, nung in-abduct na nila, naging successful sila na-extract nila yung mga bata.
Yeah.
That was what? January?
January 7, 2023.
January 7.
Yeah.
So noong January 11, nag-fly ka na.
Oo, nang apply ng asylum kasi kinasundan na naman kanila, nalaman na nila yung aming, I call it safe house. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nalaman nila, kisundan na naman kami, gi-record sa Putunako.
Mhm.
Yeah, kisundan na sa me, so we have to leave again midnight,
Grabe.
Kanang, isag-asa na lang ko mag-ask help sa mga drivers, ako makailap, please, can I stay in your home? Kanang, pero I could not stay longer because I don't want also to